My dream was always to go to Long Beach State, where my older cousin Wendell got to play for the basketball team. But unfortunately, they don't have a football program. So when I got the call from Coach Jay to come visit Cocoa Beach, it was my first time ever even being on a plane. But I knew I was home, even thousands of miles away from my real home. So I graduated early, went to spring camp, showed the coaches what I got. And to be honest, I'm stepping on campus, and I'm feeling like a day one starter. Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from Ncaa, and welcome to the season opener here in the Cocoa Beach Dynasty. We had a decent week of practice, and playing on Heisman is not easy on this game. But I think that we are ready for our opener, and we will have to ride the back of our athletes at receiver and Wilson Caesar at running back. I think that the young guys have enough in them to carry the load. Caesar's going to need to get rid of the ball and get it to his playmakers. Now, Caesar is the highest rated guy on the team at 65, along with Angelo West. And then Vincent Showcross is the defensive captain in the middle of the D. So here we go. We are at home for the opener versus Alabama State as we start out this dynasty here at home. Here is number 13. Remember, the players are not named for the FCS schools. And now we start this game on defense. Let's see if our defense can come up with a stop. So here's a play action fake this time by the quarterback. Throw to the left side, and that is a tackle by Goldenberg at defensive end. And that is going to be a gain of nothing. So play action fake once again, throwing deep this time, and he's got his star receiver, number 9. And that is a tackle by Taylor Jed. But 9 is shaken up on the play. And now that brings it to the 29. So now number 10 throws across the middle. He's got 13, and he's got another catch. And another first down. That is a tackle by Ryan Walker and also Vincent Showcross. So once again, play action. Throw to left side. It's picked off. That's Trayvon Scott at cornerback. We forced the first turnover of the season on the first opening drive. What a play by number 3, Trayvon Scott. He just reads this one all the way. I'm not sure what the quarterback was looking at on that one, but it was an easy interception on that one. And Trayvon Scott gets us going. And now here comes our offense out onto the field. Starting out under center this time, it's a handoff. Wilson Caesar Jr., the freshman. And he will get the starting nod in this game, just as a true freshman. So Takahashi checks into the game this time. Coming out with 5 wide. He's going to change the play at the line. Takahashi moves to left side. Throwing in. Incomplete. Looks like he was looking for Thompson on that play. So now here we are on a third down. Caesar dumps it off short, and that is going to be dropped by Caesar Jr. We have Caesar Winston at quarterback, and then Wilson Caesar Jr. at running back, and that's a drop, as now Alabama State gets a punt. So our punter doesn't punt very far, so they start out with very good field position, as now they're at about the 27. Under center this time, running the running back in motion. 10 throws the left side. He's got his tight end, and he turns upfield. Touchdown, getting around Taylor Jed at safety. And Alabama State strikes first. What a throw by the quarterback, and even a better run after the catch by the tight end. And it's 7-0 in Alabama State's favor. So here is Perry Thompson. He's going to take it back to about the 38, and he fumbles. I'm not sure he fumbled that one. We're going to go and challenge the play. It looked like his knee was down on that one. Let's just take a closer look. And Perry Thompson, the sophomore, looks like his knee was down. But the play stands. So Alabama State caught a break. Here's the running back, number 20, getting the next carry of the next drive. He picks up about a gain of 7 yards. So can we come up with another stop this time? Throw to the right side. It's picked off. That is Phoenix Frazier Jr. How about him at safety? Coming in as a senior, he's definitely just going to need to ball out in 1 year, but a great play on the ball. And we do get the turnover. I guess that fumble is negated. So now we start the next drive. Here's a handoff, and that is Wilson Caesar Jr. but hasn't got any daylight so far. So 2nd and 9, quick throw across the middle, and it was a bad throw on that one. That was intended for Riker West, the tight end. So now at our own 32 this time. Both our tackles get pancaked on that one. Just get ran over. And we have no time to throw that ball. It's incomplete. And Alabama State takes back over. So their quarterback has looked pretty good besides those 2 interceptions. Here's 10 once again, throwing deep down the right side, and it's picked off again. On the very next play, Phoenix Frazier Jr., 2 in this game. He's making plays. Maybe we have found a superstar on defense here in game number 1. I guess the future will have to tell us. But we take back over once again, the 3rd turnover of this game. So here is Takahashi. He starts out the next drive with a run to the right side. Quarterback design run as Caesar Winston checks back in. Now once again, moving to the right side. Winston's got people open. He's just going to throw this one up. And incomplete. He had Angelo West down the right side. That's going to bring it to a 3rd and 8. This time they send the pressure. Throwing quickly, and West is going to drop that one. He might have heard footsteps. And that one will be another punt. Now pay attention to this. So they do have Super Sim in this game. I actually just wanted to sim that punt. Instead, it's actually going to be a safety. I have no idea how that happened. Alabama State actually opts to change quarterbacks. So number 5 is now in the game after 3 interceptions. That's something you do not see on the new NCAA footballs. Here's a throw down the right side. He's got 88 again. It's a touchdown. Another one for him. He gets in. The backup quarterback comes in to spell the starter, and he throws for a touchdown right away. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns for 88. It's 16-0. So Takahashi starts out the next drive at quarterback, and he runs a little option to the left side. That's what you're going to see a lot out of Takahashi, and that's a gain of 6 as he pitches it to Caesar Jr. So once again, Winston in the game. He tries to throw, but they call it a fumble. And it's picked up by Alabama State, and our left tackle, Hank Clark, is hurt as well. Let's just take another look at this. His arm was going forward, but maybe in these old games that call wasn't in these games. So now 5 checks back in at quarterback. He's still remaining in the game. It looks like he's probably just going to take over for number 10 for Alabama State. So 16-0 game as we're into the 2nd quarter now. 5 throws, and it's almost deflected, but caught by number 9. Great effort that time by, I believe that was Showcross. I could be wrong on that one. And now run up the middle this time with the stop. And that is Jamal Charles, who we highlighted in preseason in the spring game, of a guy that really could show some things here on the defensive line. So number 5 throws across the middle, and it's almost picked off. Frazier almost had number 3. That's Jet. That's not Frazier, but still, that would have been 4 interceptions in this game. So now we start the next drive. This time, Caesar, finally a big-time run. That's his longest of the game, as it's now 19-0. As here's another handoff this time. Caesar, another handoff, another 1st down. We have not gotten the ball past the 50 yet. So here is Winston this time. Throw into left side, and it's just incomplete. The pressure got to him, and it falls to the ground. So now 2nd and long this time. Winston, play action fake, throws, and he's got Perry Thompson in the slot that time, number 6. And that brings it to a 3rd and 8. 3 minutes left here in the first half. Winston throws. He gets kind of hit on the throw, and he throws it out of bounds. And that one will fall incomplete. We only have 22 total yards so far. So here's number 20, a handoff up the middle. And it looks like he picks up a gain of 9 yards. So 2nd and 1. Here is a read option. The quarterback keeps it, and he gets to about the 15. Tackled by Vincent Showcross. And now Jameer Dewberry is hurt. Remember, he had an interception in the spring game. So now we're down a corner this time. Number 5 from the pocket, as all day. Where is the pass rush? He throws to the end zone, and it's almost picked off. Trayvon Scott almost had his 2nd pick of the day. So 3rd and 8 now. Here's a play action fake. 5 rolls out, throws to the end zone, and almost picked off again. That time it's the freshman Richendaler, and he lets it go through his hands. So now we are with 38 seconds left. I don't have too high hopes, but here is Caesar getting a little screen pass, and he picks up maybe a gain of 6. We don't want to take any chances with the turnover, so we're just going to waste this time here. Here is Caesar Winston. Moves to the left side. He doesn't have speed, though, and he can't get away. And that's how this first half ends, 22-0. We couldn't do anything on either side of the ball except for a couple of turnovers, but no advancing the ball. So here we go to start the second half. Here is Angelo West back to receive the kickoff as he takes it back to the 35. And hopefully we can start turning turnovers into points because we have not reached the 50-yard line yet. So here we are on offense. This is Caesar Winston at quarterback. He's going to move to the right side. Remember, he's more of a pocket guy. He's going to try to stop and throw. And he gets hit on the throw, and it's a fumble. Alabama State recovers. And even worse, now our right tackle is hurt, Weston Lake. And now Alabama State takes back over after the turnover. So here's a handoff this time. 20 just cuts back. It's a touchdown on the first play. You've got to be kidding me. Our defense is starting to break now. We've been bending a little bit, but now a couple of big plays by Alabama State. It's now 29-0. So now here comes Takahashi into the game. I wonder if we're going to go with him for the rest of the game. And there is a quarterback keeper up the middle. And no, Caesar Winston checks back in. Second down, throw to left side, and it's picked off again. Number 22 on the defense. It looked like we had Caesar out of the backfield, but instead it's a turnover. We have now passed them with interceptions in the game. And now here we are back against the wall. Now here's number 5. This time throwing to the right side. Wide open guy. He's got 13 again. First play, touchdown. It's an FCS team, and we are getting beat down like this. It's now 36-0. So now Takahashi does check into the game. I don't think they're going back to Caesar Winston. Here's a throw to left side, and a great throw, but Joyner gets hit hard, and he can't hold on to that one. And now Winston does check back in. I'm surprised coach is doing this. Winston throws deep, one-on-one, and he just throws it up for grabs. It falls incomplete. They send the cover 0 blitz, and Takahashi checks in at quarterback. It's just a revolving door here in this opener. Here's Takahashi, throws to the sideline. McClanahan had it, but it looks like his foot may have been out of bounds. 4th and 10 now, down by 43. Takahashi moves to the right side. He's going to try to direct traffic a little bit. He tries to stop and throw, but not enough time. The pass rush gets to him, and another turnover in this game. And now here's Alabama State threatening to score here at the 1 to start the 4th quarter. Here's number 5 under center. They're probably going to hand the ball off here. A play action fake. No, they're going to throw to the end zone. Touchdown. This time it's their second string tight end. They do start to sub after a while. And now it is 64-0 to Alabama State. This is embarrassing. Here is Angelo West. He gets that jet sweep, but that does only get about a gain of 1. 3rd and 9. Here's Rondre Bamaye into the game, and you got to help out the freshman quarterback. A perfect throw to Perry Thompson, and it's just dropped. So 4th and 9. Takahashi does check back in now. Here he is moving to left side. He's just going to take it himself, and he does pick up the first down and more. We're close to the 50 now. We need about 4 more yards. I guess 2 more yards. 15 yards on that play. That's only our second first down of the game. Here's a handoff. This time, Caesar. I guess it's something to celebrate. You get across the 50. So here's Takahashi running the power option, and he gets stopped in the backfield. Just like that, we're right back on the other side of the 50. So now 3rd and 8 now. We have not been able to do anything. What is our identity here? Takahashi moves to the right side. He looks like he's going to run. He's probably not going to throw this. He got the first down and more. He gets to the 40-yard line. Big-time hit. But he does pick up the first. So Takahashi does remain in the game now at the 40. Handoff. This is Wilson Caesar Jr. He picks up 2. The true freshman remains in the game. We're going to hand off right back to him. And a stop in the backfield. What do you know? So now 2.5 minutes left here in the 4th. Here's Takahashi with 5 wide out there. He's just going to air this out deep, and it's not going to be even close. Perry Thompson, the intended target, we're going to line up to go for it here, 4th and 9. This is probably the game. I mean, the game is well over now, 64-0. But Ncaa checks in. He pump fakes and goes down. And that will be the game. And to add insult to injury, literally, but Ncaa walks off the field with an injury. And this is going to be the game. We just got dominated 71-0 to Alabama State. This is going to be tough. This is going to be extremely tough. There's going to be frustrating times here in this season for sure. And we're just going to need to recruit, get better as the season goes on, learn our team more, because at this point, losing 71-0 to an FCS team is very, very bad. And it just wasn't pretty. We completed 2 passes all game long. We had a whole bunch of drops too as well. So that did not help at all. But Ncaa had that nice pass in the second half to Perry Thompson, who looked like he could have maybe just got to the outside and maybe even took it the distance. You never know. But we just did not play well at all. Perry Thompson and Caesar had the only 2 catches in the game. And our offensive line looked shaky at best. I mean, that was just terrible. But Vincent Showcross did have a sack, and we did have some interceptions, though. Trayvon Scott had an interception, and then Phoenix Frazier had 2. So I guess if we had to pick a player of the game, I guess Phoenix Frazier at least had 2 interceptions. But we end up with the loss here. Alabama State's running back ran for 87 yards, 2 touchdowns as well. And how about Alabama State subbing out quarterbacks after the 3 interceptions by number 10? And number 5 came in through 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That is incredible. I love that feature here in these old NCAA games. But now we walk away from week 1 with an injury. Hank Clark, our starting left tackle, is going to be out for 3 weeks with a bruised shoulder. So we will be without him. And our offensive line is already bad. It's going to be even worse now. I think coming out of that game is really, what are we doing at quarterback? I mean, we could not complete anything. Maybe running the option is more of an option here, to be honest, in this season. I mean, we can't really complete any passes, but it's only 1 game. But versus Alabama State, that's a really, really bad look. I think I'm going to give all 3 quarterbacks a look this year. I don't know at what point each one's going to get playing time. And we just got to give the ball to Wilson Caesar Jr. I mean, that is just going to have to be our strategy. He is our fastest guy on offense, and I think the fastest guy on the entire team. So really just getting him the ball, getting Angelo West the ball, getting Perry Thompson the ball, Avery White as well. That's going to have to be the strategy going into this season. Well, it just gets tougher though. Clemson comes into this game as one of the best teams in the nation. Trevor Lawrence at quarterback, Travis Etienne. You already know all the guys that they have. This is going to be a tough matchup here in week number 2. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We'll be back for more Cocoa Beach. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
Wave. I'm in it for keepsake. In the field with the cleat lace. Beat freak with the bare face and a slick tongue. That's what she say. She look good. She a big tease when she bite lip with the wink face. Hella bad when she throwing it back. She bring that my way for the team play. For Pete's sake, I'm above average. I padded my stats. I gotta matter what he